I get that lavender helps you sleep, but that don't mean a color lavender needs to be slept on. I've been studying color for over a decade, and you can look at my website, the RYB Gallery, to verify that it has the past 11 years or so of my research. Y'all know we gotta show respect and say hi to my son, Wilbur. Lavender has more of a spotlight as an herb than it does a color, which I understand, but it has more dimension than we understand. Let me break it down. Like I said, I've been studying for over a decade, 15 years plus to be exact. So, on the scale that I have for Violet's emotional scale from light to darkness, it represents passion, intensity, playfulness, lightheartedness, truth, quality, authenticity, spirituality. When we get to the darker end, it's dramatic and represents introversion, decadence, suppression, and inferiority. So when you think about where lavender sits on that scale, which is on the lighter side, which would near towards the playfulness, the tenderheartedness, the lightheartedness, and tenderhearted as well. The passion, the intensity, etc. But the intensity probably wouldn't be expressed unless, in a provoked like rage state or maybe in a form of help and assistance to someone else. That's just how Violet behaves. Because lavender is a light tint and it's a combination of red and blue, it works perfectly with both saturated tones of those hues and hues that come after those. So, pretty much any other color in the spectrum. Lavender next to a saturated orange will look amazing. Lavender next to a saturated red, you name it. And I know that a lot of people live in these studio apartments and have smaller spaces to work with, and lavender can really open up the space visually. So if you want to use that as like an accent wall against like art pieces, that would be amazing. I honestly feel like art walls need to be darker to amplify the work, but lavender can do a double task at least applying like color application and like a soothing visual landscape against artwork. If you have any more questions about lavender or you want me to talk more at length about this specific hue or others, drop them in the comments. I just chose lavender first because a lot of people I noticed were requesting details about lavender.